Hello ladies, welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for clicking on this video. If you're a new visitor to my channel, if you love fashion, if you love luxury, I so hope you will love my channel as well. And if you're a return subscriber and supporter to my channel, thank you so very much guys. I truly appreciate your support. My giveaway is still going on. It's literally only 2 weeks left for my giveaway. I'm gonna link my giveaway video in the description box below. I'm gonna leave it in the iCard and I'm gonna leave it at the end of this video. Please participate in my giveaway because I truly want to give something to you guys. Today's video is a little bit more chatty video, and I want to share with you how I personally afford all these luxuries, because sometimes when we watch people on the YouTube, sometimes it could look like really very excessive. How come they're buying all those crazy expensive handbags, jewelry, shoes, outwear, you name it, how it's happened. So shall we start? And number one and obvious solution to obviously afford luxury is to make more income. The end of the video. Please no guys, stay with me. Yes, definitely, the more you make, the more you can afford. And I will give you an example. I still keep this bag. It's keeps me very humble. It's about, I would say, 10-15 years ago. I would say about 15 years ago. This is the Coach clutch that I got for myself for one of the Christmas celebrations, and believe me, at that time it was for me also substantial amount of money. Not because I couldn't buy something for $1,000. No, I had a job, I was working, but we had a mortgage, we had a car payments, my daughter was still small, I have to pay for the babysitter, daycare, you name it. You know what I'm talking about. Everyday life. So obviously at that time buying even Coach for me was somewhat expensive, and it was splurging for me. And obviously time changed, the income is different, etc. So now I'm buying Chanel bags, and I'm hoping so maybe one day I could buy even Hermes. So we will see. We shall see what's gonna happen in the future. But definitely, I always say, it's not happen over the night. I'm not in my 20s, I'm not in my 30s, I'm not even in my 40s anymore. So it's definitely gradually. So you have to be patient per se. So number one is definitely making more income. The second and the most important things I truly believe is to be frugal. I know I contradict to myself buying luxury and being frugal, but I'm very frugal person. If you think maybe I'm not, but I am. I'm very cautious on my spending, and I did several very costly mistakes for myself when I'm trying to be somebody that I'm not true to my style. I always say, be true to your style. Know who you are before you're spending an obscene amount of money on a luxury, because it's very expensive mistakes to make. Because if you decided later on to sell your handbag, etc., you're definitely gonna lose some money, unless if you're gonna get lucky, and some of your relatives or somebody that know you very closely gonna buy it off you. But still, even though they still wanna have a good deal, you know what I mean? So anyway, trying to be frugal. I'm very frugal in my expenses. I don't allow myself I love to go into nice restaurant, and I'm going to nice restaurant once a week, etc. As a family, we are celebrating. But for instance, at my workplace, I have a coffee maker, Keurig coffee maker, and I'm brewing myself very nice cup of coffee for myself. It's very seldom when I'm buying a Starbucks, $5-6 cup of coffee. Very simple. I'm bringing my lunch with me, to my workplace. I don't spend $10, $20, $15 per day on my lunches. And it seems like nothing, but believe me, all those little drops, they count. And at the end of the month you have 400, 500, even sometimes even more extra money available. For instance, I have Mercedes, and you think, oh my gosh, she has a Mercedes, very luxury car and very expensive. And that's true, it's expensive and luxury car. But at the same time, my Mercedes is 5.5 years old. It's fully paid off, and almost every month I'm receiving messages from Mercedes like, oh, there is new car comes, like, you know, with this setting, and I know for sure you will love it. But I don't rush into Mercedes and exchanging my 5 years old car for a new one, because I don't have to. It's running perfectly and it's in a good shape, thanks God, in good condition, and I hope it's gonna run for me for another 5 years or so. And most likely I'm gonna pass it to my daughter when she's gonna get driver's license. Then I will buy for myself a new car. So I'm very, very frugal. And I can give you, like, you know, thousands of examples how frugal I am, but I am really frugal. But as I said, I spend on luxury and I save on the things that not necessary to spend, and truly don't get much of the pleasure of those not necessary spending. Third, I'm definitely looking for a good deal. I'm definitely looking for sale. For instance, just a few months ago, I did a video, my current obsession, and I will try to link that video as well. Doesn't mean that I'm over those handbags. I'm still like very, very much, you know, obsessed with the green handbag, and I want to get green handbag, ideally in a croc, you know, embossed leather. Really want to get green handbag, but I'm not rushing to Balenciaga or any other store. I actually, in fact, really love a couple of Louis Vuitton handbags in green. I'm not rushing into Louis Vuitton or Balenciaga or any other, you know, boutique store and buying myself a green handbag, because I know for facts that green color is very unique color, it's difficult to style, and I know if I will be patient enough, I will get some kind of handbags that I like either on sale or I can find something on pre-love market. So once again, I'm truly patient and I'm looking for a good deal before I'm spending my money, going back to the frugal. But at the same time, if I know for facts that some fashion house doesn't go on sale and I love something and it's I'm true to my style, I definitely spend those dollars. For sure, for sure, for sure. So number 3, I'm waiting for the good deal. I'm waiting for the sale. So that would be my number 3 tip. Tip number 4, it's almost last 20 plus years, I'm trying to stay in one size, or at least I fluctuate half size up and down. Because in this case I can afford more expensive items to buy for myself, and I know for sure I'm not losing so much weight and I'm not gaining so much weight. I'm really trying my best to stay in the same shape. It's actually good also for your skin. You know, in this case it's not stretching and shrinking, etc, etc. So, but at the same time, I once again, you know, can afford myself buying some items, and believe it or not, I have jackets and coats at 10 plus years in my wardrobe, and I'm still using them. Yes, I have shoes at 10 plus years in my wardrobe, etc. So I would say staying in the same shape, it's really useful once again for looking good, and obviously you can build your wardrobe slowly and then you have lots of nice items. But obviously if you're pregnant or you're planning to have extra babies, not much we can do, ladies, about, and I have my fluctuations. But what I'm trying to say, the luxury items that I'm spending on, I'm definitely trying to get them in that my kind of like, you know, golden middle size that I know for sure I could, like, you know, shrink or stretch a little bit and it's still okay. Like for instance, I really enjoy buying luxury items in jersey because they are a little bit stretchy. So that would be my tip number 4, you know, for buying all those luxuries, because I know for a fact I purchased 10 years ago and I still can wear it now. And if I'm buying today, I'm hoping that in the next 10 plus years I still can wear it. And my tip number 5 and final tip, I guess, none of my items ever going to waste. If I am not using item anymore, I'm definitely trying to sell first through the thrift stores, consignment stores, etc., etc., trying to recapture some money back to myself. And if it doesn't work out, or if I couldn't sell the item, then I definitely donate my items to charities. So in this case, I feel good that even if I spend the money, I use the item. If I sell it, fantastic. It means somebody else can use that item and I can recapture a little bit of the money, which is good. And when once again I'm selling my item, I'm very, very realistic about the price. I understand that people are looking for a good deal. In fact, I'm thinking maybe in the next few videos, I'm planning to do one of the sale vlog. Hopefully I'm gonna sell a few of the items and they're in absolutely brand new conditions. Once again, what I mentioned previously, one of those costly mistakes when I'm running after the trends and buying something thinking it will work for me, but apparently it doesn't work for me, so now I have to sell. So going back to my number 5, and if it didn't happen that I could sell, it's still fine with me, because I know for a fact I can donate this item and this item could have a second life with somebody else and hopefully bring in the good energy to people in need. Like, you know, because I was in that place years ago. I didn't come from luxury. I born in Soviet Union, aka Russia. You know, we have very, very little, and I know that with the hard work and education, and I can achieve a lot in my life. And obviously North America gave me major opportunity in my life, and I'm extremely grateful. So that would be my 5 tips on how I can afford luxury. So number 1, obviously making more money. Number 2, being frugal, you know, in spending your money. Number 3, being patient, because, you know, if you're patient, you can obtain your items either on sale or find a good deal online on pre-loved market. Number 4, trying to stay as much as possible in one size, because we all fluctuate, like, you know, like 5 pounds or maybe even 10 up and down, but somewhat in one size. And number 5, once again, if you could sell something, try to sell, and if you couldn't, then donate. You're gonna feel really good about the items that you donated, and you're gonna have empty space in your closet, and maybe hopefully buying some new stuff. So that's about things, guys. I share with you how I can afford luxuries. If you have any questions, and even maybe some personal questions, I'm actually maybe planning to do my first Q&A. If you have any questions, please leave under this video. I would gladly answer all your questions. Thank you very much, guys. I hope to see you again on my channel, and until our next meeting, bye bye.